So this is a bit of a challenging problem, mostly because people don't really do a whole lot of work with trapezoids, so we kind of forget how those work. But if I wanted to find the area of the whole trapezoid, and I know that's not exactly what we're doing here, but the method I would use for that is I would say, okay, here's a line up there, and here's a line down here, and I need to take the average length of those lines. In other words, figure out the length of this line down the middle, right here, and I'm going to take that line down the middle, that sort of imaginary halfway point, called their median maybe, and multiply that times the height. If I can multiply that times this height right here, imagine that square that would be created. That would have the exact same area as the trapezoid that I'm modeling. So that's the idea. You have to average the top and bottom bases, as they're called, and then multiply that by the height. What makes this one interesting is that I'm dividing this trapezoid in two. This is called area L. This is the area on the left side of that dotted red line. And over here, I'm going to have area R, which is the area on the right side of the dotted red line. And I'm going to say those two areas are equal to each other. And once I set up my formulas, I'm going to figure out what X has to be in order to make those two areas equal to each other. So let's get to it. Let's start with the area L. And you can see here that this point right there, that is going to be X. So what's the length of this line right here? Well, that's simply X minus 5. Okay, so that's, and I'll label that, that's X minus 5. And down here, this is going to be X minus 4, that length. So what's the average of those? Well, it's 1/2 of those two lines added together. X minus 5 plus X minus 4. X minus 5 plus X minus 4. Those are those two lines. And when I take the sum of them and cut it in half, that's how you find the average. So this is really going to be 1/2 of 2x minus 9, which means this is going to be 1/2. Well, I can do this. This is going to be x minus 9 over 2. That's the sort of middle point line right there. And now I have to multiply that by the height. Okay, so multiply that times the height of that line, which goes from, it looks like a y value of 6 right here to a y value of 2 over there. So that's going to be a height of 4. And I'll just say 6 minus 2 so you can see what's going on here. That is my area L. Okay, equals x minus 9/2 times 4, which means if we simplify that a little bit, it's going to be 4x minus 18. And that is your formula that goes right here, 4x minus 18. Now you're going to set up the exact same thing for the area on the right. We'll go through that a little more quickly now. So the area on the right, first, we need to figure out what these two lines are right there. So this first line is going to be 10 minus x, okay, 10 minus x. And the second line down here is going to be, looks like that's 13 minus x. So it's 10 minus x plus 13 minus x. I add them up, divide by 2, just like I'm taking the average. And that's going to be 1/2 of 23 minus 2x, which is 23 over 2 minus x. Now I take that average length right there, or the average width, and I times that by the height, which is that same old 6 minus 2 in this case, or 4. That's going to be my area of the right portion of the trapezoid. So that's going to give me, let's see, 4 times this is going to be 46 minus 2x. Okay, so 46 minus, and it looks like I can't multiply. That's great. That's a 4x right there. 4x. 46 minus 4x. And now to figure out how these things are equal to each other, in other words, I'm saying they have to be equal to each other. Okay, right? Those two portions are just two equations where we say 4x minus 18 equals 46 minus 4x. So we add the x's over to one side, we add the 18 over to the other. It's going to be 64. So I get x equals 8 as my answer.